Okay, can everybody hear us? I'm gonna quickly open up the... Oh no, what have I done?
Oh no! You good?
Maybe. A little worried that we're already streaming
And we have been for a while?
It should be fine. I just need to pull up the chat because...
Oh no, it still says starting soon.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh, there we go.
Amazing. Okay, it looks like sound is working. Okay.
Oh no, what have I done? Check.
Okay.
1,
Hello.
2, what have I done? 2, testing. 1, 2, what have I done?
Let's see if this works. Hi. Okay. Maybe? Is this gonna work? Okay. I think this will work.
Okay.
My head might be cut off a little bit. Hello, Robert and Joe H. Awesome. Not visible, just audible. Okay.
Excellent.
So I have the recipe right over here. So you're all gonna see me just kind of looking over here. Apologies. But this is a bit more complicated conceptually. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So Eris is going to be taking care of the prep work for this. That's everything in step 1. If you want to follow along, we're going to be using Claire Saffitz's Forever Brownie recipe. Okay, so welcome to Science Story Time with Astra, where we talk about horrible accidents which occurred during science experiments. Today, we're going the full Stanislavski, and instead of just talking about science accidents, we're gonna do some science accidents, probably. I'll be baking, so we know something bad will happen.
Oh yeah.
But first, let me say hello to the chat. It looks like Robert Williams is here, Joe H is here, Minika, hi! Minika, thank you for having time for a stream. I'm very glad you're here. Hopefully you enjoy learning about baking. Just giving you a channel introduction. Welcome to Bad Astra, where we learn about science with more costume changes than math. I'm Astra. I have a BA in physics and theater and a master's degree in mechanical engineering. My wife is the smart one and is in the home stretch of her PhD in astrophysics. She double checks a lot of our physics and astronomy, but, quote, cannot be held accountable for anything squishy like chemistry or biology, so she will not be appearing today, probably. She might be. We live in the same apartment, so it might happen. Our main content is written by Eris. Say hi, Eris.
Hi, Eris.
Eris is our sarcastic witch with occasional bouts of productivity. If you like makeup tutorials, this is completely different, but you should subscribe anyway. Coming up, we have videos about the standard model, where we're going to answer the important questions like what Star Trek character is which elementary particle. We're still in the middle of script edits for that because...
I would say in the final stages, considering my fan fiction is the only part that's left.
Yeah. I still have to finish my science editing. I'm behind on that.
Oh, gotcha.
We're behind on my pieces. Eris's pieces are almost done.
It's a miracle. You're always never behind.
I had COVID for a week. I got behind on work and then life. And we are also going to be talking about, we have a film of your script from a while ago, Halley's Comet.
Yep. We're
going to film your script. It's about what if Halley's Comet came down and just berated a child for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's been my brand since freshman year of college when I wrote it.
Yeah. Oh, hey. And we are also going to do a video about evolution, specifically about how fearsome wolves became my precious little golden doodle, Cece, who is... Wait, did I lose the dog? Cece, come here!
I think she's in the bedroom, wasn't she?
Uh-oh, did I lock the dog in the bedroom?
We are. Oh no, she's
Oh,
here.
we
There
found
go.
her. Okay.
Dog acquired.
This is Cece. I did not trap her in the bedroom. Say hi, Cece. Hi.
Hi, Cece.
Cece is a very good girl. She will not be partaking in the brownies because, you know, chocolate's toxic to dogs.
Not to humans.
Yeah, to humans it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I should check in with
Sucks
the...
to suck, Cece.
Okay.
What's up?
Yes! Ooh! You named your script Haley's Dilemma, but Robert Williams said maybe it's Haley's Comment. Which is terrible, but I love it. So
Ew.
we're sneaking. I'm gonna put that in the description. Okay, Cece, go be free. She's just gonna go jump in the laundry. Okay, so I'm gonna play the intro while we finish getting started. Okay, let's get into the stream. Today we are going to be talking about the science of baking. I know I said that tonight we're gonna do science accidents because I'll be baking, but don't worry. I'm going to be following Bad Astra safety protocols. So one, I'm gonna turn the light in the kitchen on so we can see. Really hope that didn't mess up my lighting.
Sometimes you do need to see for science.
Yeah. And also, Eris is going to be doing the actual baking. Eris, do you want to show how we plan to get this done with safety?
Oh yeah, we can do this while I'm still prepping stuff. So I think that this is going to be a really good idea, mainly because I can take care of all of the things that Astra shouldn't, especially when it comes to baking.
Yep.
That's like my area of expertise, not Astra's.
Yeah.
So
first,
we're ridiculous.
I'm going to list off the ingredients, and we will show them to the camera. Are you ready for that part?
I was measuring. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I will be grabbing...
Hold on. Should we put them in front of you first?
Yeah, here. Let's...
Yeah, we're gonna set ourselves up for the maximum amount of success.
Yeah.
We are not going to start the failure just yet.
The eggs are going to be so bad.
Oh my god, don't do that to me.
Just separating eggs. Okay.
Hold on. I forgot. We don't need this boiler yet.
Why is the stove on?
Because we need to bloom the cocoa.
I don't know what blooming cocoa is, and I did not read this recipe before doing this. I just kind of put science in. Okay.
Well, you're about to find out.
Okay, so first up, we have butter for the pan. Butter for the pan, excellent. And then we need a 1/4 cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder. I think it's with a thumbprint in it or a middle finger print in it. Amazing. 5 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Excellent. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. That's got 2 sticks. That'll get 6. A 1/4 cup of neutral oil, such as vegetable or grapeseed oil. Turn it around so it's vegetable oil. It could have been olive oil. They wouldn't have known. Okay, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. That's there we go. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. 1/2 cup of packed dark brown sugar. So we actually only have light brown sugar, and it's solid like a rock. So
what about optimal success?
yeah,
Did you not understand?
I'm just gonna. First of all, we can be philosophy tube too. I can use a hammer. And second of all, this is light brown sugar, but I didn't read the instructions. This is not actually working. Here, would you mind chiseling it for me?
I'll do my best.
Okay. You're gonna hold that. I'm not gonna hold that. Okay. We gotta get cause we need less than a cup of this. Okay, another spot maybe? Maybe we can make a little ice sculpture. Okay, so the sugar, the brown sugar, the way you make brown sugar is just don't you just cook actual sugar? I don't know how to cook or bake.
I don't think for brown sugar. I don't know if it's a different kind of sugar process that they have to do with it.
Okay. Oh, should we have cleaned these?
They're not clean.
You know what? Nova is at the store right now getting us replacement brown sugar, so I'm just gonna throw this away.
She's trying her best. Bless her heart.
I am trying. Oh my god, they're all suggesting Betty Crocker brownie mix.
No. That is an affront to my talents as a baker.
Okay,
as a baker!
We need to get through the ingredients list. Okay, 1 large egg. We can do this. 1 large egg. These are actually medium eggs, but we're gonna try. Yep, 1 large egg. Okay, and you need 2 egg yolks, so we're gonna have to separate eggs during this. Okay, we have a bunch of eggs. It'll work out. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So actually Nova's getting that. Nova, we found out like 5 minutes before the stream that my brown sugar and my vanilla extract were wrong. And should I have checked this earlier today? Yes. But I got sleepy and took a nap instead.
Lucky.
Yeah. Okay. 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. The bag broke, so it's in a plastic bag. 2 tablespoons of malted milk powder. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of that. 1 teaspoon of diamond crystal kosher salt. We spilled something. We spilled a powder. And yeah, damn it. And finally, 6 ounces of milk chocolate coarsely chopped, which Nova is also getting from Whole Foods because there was a miscommunication on which ingredients Eris was bringing.
What could go wrong?
Okay, let's check in with the chat. Marcia says, oh, that would have been a good idea. She said to put the brown sugar in the microwave for 15 seconds. That would have been a much better idea, but Nova is actually just going to get more. She's been gone a while. It's okay. She went out for milk. She'll be back. She'll probably be back. Might sound like me.
Oops.
Hey.
Speak of Nova.
Marcia says we just have to do it slowly and repeatedly until we get it right. Okay, Nova will be here. Oh, Joe H says that if we were using the hammer, we should have used safety glasses. Given that you were using the hammer and it chiseled very near my face, we should have been using safety glasses. That is true.
I mean, as your hands, I didn't need safety glasses because my eyes were not in the range of danger.
That is true. I'm gonna just move the hammer over there.
I do not want to be in frame right now.
That's okay.
All right.
I've got
So, some things to note. I got brown sugar.
Dark brown sugar.
Specifically, I got 2 things of it because I wasn't sure how much you needed.
semi-sweet chocolate baking bars.
So those are both semi-sweet. I also got milk chocolate chips because the ingredients list was the same.
This is just
that's for
yogurt.
me. That's for me.
There's no Greek yogurt in this.
Oh, we also have lemonade. Okay. Okay, but we most...
The jerky's for me.
I assume the granola's not going in the brownies.
Correct.
Now with that,
Okay, milk chocolate baking chips. Excellent.
Yeah, and the ingredients list was the same
And we have vanilla.
as the semi-sweet, except for milk, which obviously.
Okay. Oh, I just... All right. Sorry, I just terrified the dog. Hey, Boo Boo. It's
right.
okay. That's just a paper bag. It's inanimate. My dog is scared of bags, like paper bags, plastic bags. They are her nemesis, and it's okay. We love it. Yeah, Mommy loves you. Okay, but Mommy's got to bake. Specifically, Eris has got to bake.
Yep.
Okay. So, is the oven preheating?
Yep. It's preheated, the pan is prepared, and we have the
Butter-
water going on to bloom the cocoa.
Okay, it's time to bloom the cocoa. So in a large heat-proof bowl, whisk the cocoa powder and a 1/4 cup of boiling water. Okay, so we need a 1/4 cup of boiling... Damn it! Okay. Okay, so we whisk that with a 1/4 cup of boiling water. So let's get ourselves...
Oh, there's heat. We're just gonna...
Let's turn the stove off before we do this.
It is...
It's off, okay.
Oh no.
Why didn't you just boil it in the kettle?
Because this was being used for the double boiler.
Okay.
Oh, this is really fancy brownies.
Okay. We're already cheating. Okay, it's boiling water, so go very carefully.
Is it half a cup?
Hold on. 1/4 cup, only a 1/4 cup. That's it, that's a 1/4 cup. Okay, put it back on the stove, And do we have a whisk? It's back here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're doing great. Okay. So you whisk it until smooth, and according to Claire Saffitz, this will bring out the flavor of the cocoa. So, I read that some recipes actually use extra cocoa butter because the natural fat from the cocoa bean will enhance the mouthfeel. And here at Bad Astra, we are all about a good mouthfeel. But this method also works. So let's talk about salt dissolving, because we're going to talk about science, and there's at no point do we dissolve salt, but I'm going to talk about salt dissolving anyway. So water is a universal solvent. We're currently using it to dissolve cocoa powder, but a lot of stuff dissolves in water, like more stuff dissolves in water than anything else. That's one of the reasons that scientists believe life on extraterrestrial planets will require water, liquid water, to exist. So anyway, when salt dissolves, the salt molecules, sodium chloride, are ionized or torn apart by the water. So instead of your NaCl molecules, you get salt reduced to sodium, Na+, and chlorine, Cl-, ions. Because little atoms without their molecules that are plus and minus are ions. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really distracted by my hands. But, oh yeah, I'm amazing. But if the water evaporates, the ionization process will reverse and the sodium and the chloride atoms will rejoin with each other. There's no metaphor I can use here without getting shamed by Nova and Eris for my dirty mind. But yeah, that's how ionization works. It's just molecules coming apart in water and then rejoining when the water goes away. So tell me how you think about that in the chat. So Nova did not have to get wine for Eris because we have so much wine already. According to Robert, this is the weirdest live stream we've done, and really that tells me we need to up our game. Yes. I'm glad you enjoyed that joke. Okay, Joe, I am glad this makes your cherry chip frosting look easy. I also love that you cook for Debbie. I think that's so sweet. I cook less than once a year, just on Nova's birthday when Marcia doesn't cook Nova's birthday cake, and it is very difficult. I am so bad at baking. I literally think that right now what I'm doing is easier than if I tried to bake this myself. Okay, so I'm scrolling to step 3.
God, my squats are gonna be on point after this.
Should I stand on my tiptoes?
Well, like, then
No, yeah. Okay, so step 3 is melt the chocolate, butter, and oil. Okay, we gotta melt the chocolate, butter, and oil. So how do you do that?
We're gonna put it back on the pot. I just need to get everything in here, so
Okay.
then it'll be easier
Okay.
and I don't have to worry too much.
So add the semi-sweet chocolate. That's dark brown sugar. Where's one of these is semi-sweet chocolate? Is that semi-sweet chocolate? Okay, add that. How much did we need? We should have multiple copies of the recipe out, I'm realizing.
5 ounces? If you want, I have mine on my phone.
Okay, let me check. Sorry about this, we're cheating. Okay, 3 2-ounce bars, so we need 2.5 bars if it's 5 ounces. So let me just,
We need a chopping block. Or no, this is just for that.
yeah. So I have 2.5 bars right here.
All right.
Okay, so you're doing great.
I know.
Okay, so let's talk about why chocolate melts. Chocolate contains cocoa butter, which is the fat extract from the cocoa bean. Cocoa butter has a polymorphic, which means many-shaped properties. Specifically, there are 6 different crystal forms that all become fluid when exposed to heat. So there are just 6 different crystal structures within the chocolate. Just gonna help you there. So once the chocolate cools back down, all of those crystals will reform and chocolate will re-solidify. So basically, that's why you can have chocolate in weird shapes. Don't do that. You're cheating. Here, you help pick up. Here, just throw the last one in. You missed. You literally just had to drop it in and you missed. Okay, so we have chocolate. Now we need butter and oil. So butter, we needed 6 ounces, right?
Yes.
And it's 1/2 cup for the full thing.
And then we cut the other one in half.
Yeah, it's 1.5 sticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I took it out to soften it, so here.
I'm looking for a knife.
Oh, the butter knife's over here. I'm gonna have you use.
This is so much harder than.
I'm gonna have you use the butter knife here.
Excellent.
And here, it has lines, so you can cut along the lines.
Assuming I can see them. Alright, we're just gonna.
Put it on the table, please. Please put it on the table.
Just making a mark so I know where to cut.
It's literally like, okay.
Put your hands back.
So while we cut the butter, we'll check in with the chat. So Queen Marcia is calling us out for cheating.
Hey, this is really hard.
They're all just correcting my baking terminology, and thank you. Thank you. I'm so bad at baking.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, just, it very much helps me. Take a poison gas, add an explosive, get something delicious.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How much oil?
How much? It was, I think, a 1/4 cup?
1/4 cup neutral oil. Got it.
Is
Okay.
it 1/4 cup?
Yep.
Okay, here's the oil. Okay, so That's on the knife. That's gonna go so poorly. So I'm just gonna fix that. Okay. I have science to discuss later, I promise, but right now I'm just a little worried. Okay, that's 2 ounces? Is that yeah, it's a quarter cup. That's a quarter cup. Okay. It was a quarter cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Here.
You should know you're making it, Jordan.
Okay,
That's right.
the cap is right here.
Got it.
Can you put the cap back on the oil? Because that's gonna go so poorly. Okay. So yeah, chocolate, butter, and oil. So now we need to set it over to a medium saucepan filled with about 1 inch of simmering, not boiling water. Make sure the bottom of the bowl isn't touching the water. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's simmering. Ooh, you might not need to turn it on.
We will. It's gonna have to melt.
Okay. So, awesome. We already talked about why chocolate melts. Wildflower says, LMAO, I'm so bad at baking, I change the ingredients and then get weird results. Solidarity on not knowing terms. Thank you. Solidarity. I also change ingredients and get terrible results. And I get roasted by Eris and Nova. Nova from a place of eating the things, and Eris from a place of knowing how to bake. Okay. Think Astra can cut butter without help. Apparently not. Okay. So.
This is involving heat, so I'm gonna make the safety call of we're not gonna do this with your arms.
That's probably good. I'm just gonna very quickly clean up a couple things.
We knew this was gonna be a train wreck.
Oh, we knew this was gonna be a train wreck, but you just kind of threw a bunch of paper around?
Yeah.
You did that.
You did.
I did just start throwing a bunch of paper around. I did not know I was going to be throwing a bunch of paper around, but I did.
Shouldn't have trusted me.
Really should not have trusted you. Okay, the butter is going back in the fridge. Do we need the aluminum foil for any? There's more cocoa paper. I am so glad you're gonna help. I'm so glad I worked cleaning up into the stream timing. Okay, so next is adding the sugar and the eggs. Oh my god, we have to separate eggs. Oh no, okay. This is the mixing bowl for that. So I'm just gonna get things a little set up so that this doesn't go as poorly as it could.
Don't jinx yourself. Your arms might decide to do something else.
We don't need any more vegetable oil, right? Okay. Putting that away. We're doing all this while you whisk.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
feeling fire, so.
Yeah. Okay, so next we're gonna add the sugar and the eggs, whisk the granulated and brown sugars into the chocolate mixtures. So once we've gotten that out, that's when the next step will happen. Okay, should I separate the eggs?
What do you think, chat? Should Astra separate the eggs, or should her arms separate them?
Yeah, should I separate the eggs or should my arms separate the eggs? Oh, Queen Marcy is proud of us for cleaning as we go.
Normally, I'm not like this in my own kitchen.
This is my kitchen, which means it's really Nova's kitchen, which means we better clean as we go. Okay, so the chat has not responded yet.
To whether you should separate the eggs or your arms should?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a bowl out at least.
I have a bowl.
What?
got
For
a bowl.
separating the eggs.
Oh, right.
We need little bowls. Okay, so how about Marcia says Astra should do it. So, Joe says Eris. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna compromise. I will separate one of the eggs, and then Eris will separate the other. And we're gonna get the garbage can out so that this doesn't go so extremely poorly.
Oh, I'll make it go poorly. Don't worry.
Okay, I will separate one of the eggs. How How is the heat thing coming?
It's going good. Butter still needs to melt. Chocolate is melting.
Okay. So
The melting will take a bit. So.
I'm just gonna really, really poorly separate the eggs. You're all watching me just focusing extremely hard on a task that like
is relatively easy.
high schoolers taking foods class don't struggle with as much. Okay, we got a yolk. Cool. Now, Eris, can you help me with can my arms do the other egg?
We're still melting over here. But I can quickly.
Yeah, we need one full egg, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do a full egg.
I'm so proud of you.
So now you just need to separate one, or my arms just need to separate one egg.
All right. I'm gonna leave that on the heat for a little bit. There should be enough moisture to where it'll be fine.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That's the one with.
Yep. This is the one you should break it on because that's the okay. You're gonna need to go harder. Okay. So I am currently. I'm using my hand. That would have. I didn't want to get goop all over my hand. Okay, and can you get the shells? Or can I get the shells? I need to lean over and get the shells. And put them in the... Damn it! Okay, hold on.
God.
You could have just bent over.
I can't aim!
You literally threw an eggshell at the ground and missed. Okay, so... so add the whole egg yolks, and vanilla. How much vanilla was it?
That is an excellent question. The vanilla is 1.5 teaspoons.
Okay, 1.5 teaspoons. I'll do that real quick because you're still handling heat.
Yeah. Safety first, even though we didn't have our protective goggles. Though I did have your protective body in front of me from actually getting like.
Okay, half. So it's 1.5 teaspoons?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 3 half teaspoons, right?
The good thing about
Math. A half plus a half plus a half is in fact 1.5.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. You know I'm allergic.
Right. Sorry.
Thank you. I have a severe math allergy.
That's kind of how I am with like all domestic work. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. I measured out 3 very poorly. If I have too much vanilla, it won't break anything, will it?
Oh, absolutely not. It's one of those situations where you can always add more like butter and vanilla extract and it will not do much.
Would it make it taste better?
You'll get more of a vanilla flavor, but since the chocolate is so overpowering, like
Probably
it's really
not.
only there for balance, not for flavor.
Okay.
Oh, it is warm in here.
Yeah, our AC is broken.
Excellent.
Well, one of our units is fine, the other is broken. We put in a maintenance request. May or may not happen.
Perfect weekend to do this.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it may have been broken. We just didn't notice. Okay. So, whole egg yolks, vanilla, whisk vigorously. Okay, I'm gonna need you to help me by whisking it. Ooh, is that melted?
The butter is still not melted.
Amazing. I did not expect this part to take as long.
It's always the parts that you never expect.
Yeah,
Like my other baking video, I did not expect me to struggle so hard with the pans and then like forget the buttermilk.
Do we need the egg whites for anything?
No. Make yourself a snack if you want.
Like an egg snack?
Yeah, or put it in a drink. You get a nice foam on it.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna make myself some egg whites. Well, would you like to show the audience what you're doing with the eggs? Nope, that's the wrong burner.
There's still butter, so I think we should be okay to have it not burn because we are putting it on relatively gentle heat. Do you have another whisk?
Another whisk? Probably. It's
Another whisk.
Do I have another whisk?
It's fine. It's all going in the same thing.
I literally only have one whisk because I did not realize multiple whisks. This is like
Amateur hour.
This might be the first time I'm using that whisk. Like,
how are you like this?
I don't bake. I cook, but I don't bake. Okay, so we're gonna talk about whisking eggs. Are we almost ready to talk about whisking eggs?
I can be ready.
Okay, let's talk about whisking eggs because that's the next science I have. Okay, while we whisk the eggs. So what happens when you whisk the eggs? The beating of the eggs is usually done to denature the proteins that lay within the egg. Since proteins are long chains of amino acids, whenever a protein is denatured, those bonds are broken and the amino acid bonds unraveled. Proteins instead are elongated, and atoms that were previously bonded between them become available to bond with other molecules. Okay, you want to walk away and I will talk about emulsifying and binding and all that?
Sure.
Okay, so eggs in a cake mixture may fulfill one or more of three basic functions. Beaten egg white is used like baking powder to give the dough a light, fluffy consistency, like egg whites. I need to. This is just.
What a mess. We
Okay,
knew it was going to be a mess.
fine. It's fine. I flipped it. We're good.
I don't know if you're good.
I was cooking the egg white. I'm gonna turn that off because I just don't want to light this apartment on fire. Okay. This light, fluffy consistency is possible because egg whites, albumin, contains lecithin, which is a protein that coats the air bubbles created during beating, which stops the cake from sinking during baking. Lecithin also acts as a binder, which holds the cake together. When egg is used as a glaze, so the third use is as a glaze, it also acts as a source of protein for the sugar's Maillard reaction. That's the sugar browning. You know, when you have that like crispy brown crust with the sugar, that the egg helps with that. That's what like an egg wash glaze would do. Okay, are we ready to
Yeah, I think
mix this in?
This needs to cool a bit.
Okay. So why don't you just, do you need to just put it on the stove? Can we be done with the boiling water?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, show it off. It looks so pretty.
Here's the chocolate. It is shiny. And it's chocolate. And therefore, this is everything that is good in the world. I'm just gonna use this as a coaster.
So, let's say with the, Minika says separating eggs is like high sorcery. Agrees it's not easy.
Not if you just use your hands.
Well, you were the one to think of that. I did not think of that.
Also, water bottle. You can set the yolk from
Robert Williams asks, is this how the robot arms work in a clean room? And yes, this is also how glove boxes work. You have to have someone as the human shield.
Well, yeah.
That's what they make the undergrads do in clean rooms.
Yep.
That's exactly how that works.
And speaking as people who work at a university, we can confirm
Yeah.
that is true facts. Straight up facts with Eris and Astra.
Yeah. Yes, getting goop on your hands is very much the 1.5 teaspoon vanilla is life. Agreed. If you add more vanilla, you'll get, yep. Astra, we can see your real hair color.
They shouldn't be able to know that.
They should know I'm really a ginger.
It's top secret.
My actual hair color is a secret. I've actually never dyed my hair. That's why I have so many wigs.
I,
okay.
on the other hand, have both.
I like that Monika says that when a trans person comes out of their egg, we call it denaturing. I love everything about that. That is just a perfect comment. I'm just gonna frame that. Joe asks what the eggs did to us, and you know what? They know what they did.
Crimes.
So many crimes. Not legal crimes, but like
Illegal crimes, you know? The opposite of legal crimes.
I was gonna say moral crimes. Yes, they did illegal crime to us. While we have some time, let's talk about sugar melting. Like, why do we melt sugar in baking? We're not about melt. Are we gonna melt sugar for this? Maybe. Who knows? I put it in the science. So when sugar or sucrose melts, it becomes a clear liquid and breaks down, forming glucose and fructose. Oh boy. Which has the formula C6H12O6. We are planning on editing this down and making it a real video, so the C6H12O6 will all go up there. So you might also want to catch that, because there will be a bunch of extra information, and it won't be however long this is going to be. Yes, framed with honor. Okay. So, this next step, step 5, is to add the dry ingredients. So,
we're not there.
Oh, we're not there with step 5? What are we doing now?
We are packing some brown sugar.
Okay, we're packing brown sugar, and we talked about sugar melting. How long is this going to take to pack?
I'm trying my best.
I believe in you.
Don't pressure your hands.
Hands, you can do it.
I believe in me.
You can do it. Okay. How much do we need?
Half a cup.
Okay, we're almost there. We're close. Come on, arms. You can do it. Oh. Are you looking through the armhole?
I don't want to have such bad aim.
So, chat, what are your favorite things to bake? And if you don't have any, I'm just gonna tell embarrassing stories about Nova. Okay, well, while I wait for the chat to respond, because I forget that there's a delay, let's talk about how Nova has set herself on fire while cooking twice. She is an astrophysicist, and she has set herself on fire while cooking and trying to help me cook twice. This is why she is, in fact, the worst cook in our relationship, even though I am in the relationship. So, the first time was junior year of college, and Nova was teaching me her fajita chicken recipe and was helping me make it, and it's family recipe, so I was gonna make it with her. Oh boy. Oh no. And we're both cooking at the stove, and Nova notices that her sleeve is warm. Her sleeve is warm because she has stuck her sleeve into my burner and has lit herself on fire. She did kind of turn and go, oh, I'm on fire. And at that point, I should have sprung into like protective helper mode. Instead, I collapsed laughing because it was really funny to see, at the time, my best friend on fire. She put out the fire and destroyed her shirt, but was fine. Like, she did not hurt herself. There were no burns on Nova, but she didn't get to wear that shirt anymore because the sleeve was just gone. The other time, she actually wasn't cooking. She was no longer allowed to cook. We had a friend over, and I was making stir fry. And Nova decided to clean the stove. while I was still making stir fry and while the stove was on. So she's like wiping it down with a Windex covered paper towel, and I and my friend who's over say, hey, Nova, stop that, you're gonna set yourself on fire again, because it's been years, but we still never let her live that first time down. And Nova said, no, I can do it. And then she sets the paper towel on fire, because of course she does. She sticks it into an open flame. Like, who tries to clean a stove while the stove is on? Who does that? My wife. Anyway, she then takes out the paper towel that's on fire. My friend and I both say, hey, you set it on fire, what the hell? And then she's right by the sink. She's standing between the stove and the sink, so she could just drop it in the sink. No, she drops it on our rug. It is a nice rug. It is a nice rug we got from Nova's mom. I love this rug. It was a kitchen rug. I have been very careful not to spill anything on this rug. She drops a flaming paper towel on this rug. Luckily, my friend and I are both there. We pick up the paper towel, put it in the sink, and then turn the sink on. Because fun thing about water, it actually puts out fire. There was a science fun fact in this story.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that water put out fire.
Yeah, the reason water puts out fire is actually very interesting. It smothers the flame. Fire needs oxygen to breathe, and it absorbs oxygen. It's a chemical reaction. So it's nothing specific about water. It's just that it's suffocating the flame. You can pull that toward you, by the way. You can pull that toward you so you don't have to reach as far.
I know.
Okay.
This is all about the angle of my back right now.
Ah, I see. Okay. You're also kind of like resting on me. Okay. That's what that is. Okay. You know, it's a really good thing we're not a real company and don't have an HR. Where on the doll did Eris fall asleep on you?
I didn't fall asleep.
Yeah. Anyway, so because what water is doing to fire is actually just smothering the flame, that's actually why lithium-ion batteries, when they explode and catch fire, that's why smothering them in water doesn't work. It's because the lithium-ion battery has its own oxidizer and its own oxygen source. So if you have a battery fire and you drop the batteries that are on fire into a vat of water, you will now have a wet battery fire, which is one of the reasons battery fires are so bad. They're just really hard to put out because smothering the flame just does not work. You can blow on it, you'll have a stronger fire. Getting rid of the oxygen will not work. So yeah, that's your fun fact. And I used to work at a company that tried to address that issue. Let's check in with the chat.
My arms are sore.
Shouldn't that be a different measuring cup for dry ingredients? Yes, it should.
Yeah.
Monica says, RIP shirt. And yes, it was a purple flannel shirt too. Like, it was I liked that shirt, and now she never wears it because it's only like half a shirt now, and we had to throw it away. But
So you're saying it became half off?
Yeah, it was on sale. It was half off.
Yeah.
Okay, if you ever discover part of you to be on fire, it's important to remember these safety steps directly from patron Robert Williams.
Amazing.
Number 1, panic.
Yep.
Number 2, flail about wildly.
Correct.
Number 3, run around until it is out.
Yep.
Especially touching as much flammable objects, because then the fire will choose those objects and leave you alone. You want to give this very conscious flame a better alternative. Okay. Burnt, yeah. Okay, I have a very weak sense of smell. I'm actually not sure whether burnt paper towel does have an interesting smell.
Never burnt a paper towel. So.
Well, you are a club of 1 in this environment. Because I was there. For battery fires, yes, you need Class D fire suppression gear. And even that, like, you kind of just have to wait until it burns itself out, really. Monica, I'm just gonna print out Minika, I'm just going to pronounce your name differently every time, hoping that at one point I get it right. If you post a pronunciation guide in the chat, I will follow it. I'm so sorry. Manika asked if we still had the shirt. We do not still have the shirt. We threw it out because it was half off, and we don't like on sale items here. We only buy full price. That is wildly inaccurate.
You have the money for that?
No, it's wildly inaccurate. It was a lie. I told you a lie.
What? You're capable of lying?
Yeah, I call it acting.
You are a degree holding liar then.
Yeah, okay. So now we have to add, are you ready to add the dry ingredients?
Yeah, I'm getting the bowl prepped because we were going to run out of room in this one.
Okay. It's a good thing I had a bigger bowl.
Oh yeah, I brought this out because I forgot which part of it was, or which bowl it goes into.
Okay, Minika. Minika? Yeah, Minika. Okay, got it. Okay, so in the chat we have Robert, Joe, Minika, and Marcia.
Amazing.
And truly, I want to thank you all for being wonderful, supportive humans. I'm just gonna while Eris preps the bowl, I'm just gonna like rinse some things off.
Yeah, I'm glad that your hands are doing the cleaning and not mine.
Oh, you're gonna help do the cleaning at the end of this. We've got egg
I'm aware.
everywhere.
I am aware.
And
I told you it was gonna be a mess.
Yeah, Nova's only stipulation, well, she had many stipulations. One was that she wouldn't be on screen this time, but the other was that we had to do all the cleanup, which very fair. Very, very fair. Okay.
Yeah. My chaos is pretty messy.
Okay, the vanilla was capped. I remember capping the vanilla with intent. I am just rubbing this around.
Yep.
I am actively making this mess worse. Okay.
It's gonna get worse with the flour.
Yeah, are we ready to add, I'm just smushing egg into the...
We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, it's fine. We have while this bakes to...
Exactly.
Okay, so let me switch back to the ingredient list. Okay, so now we are going to add the dry ingredients. We add the flour, the matted milk powder, if we're using it. Malted milk powder. Oh, I wrote that wrong. Or I just read that wrong. You know what, I need to, I think I might just need to zoom this in because I can't. Oh my god, that's so much better. I had this on 90%, so I couldn't read it, and now it's just a lot bigger. Okay, add the dry ingredients. Add the flour, the malted milk powder, if we're using it, we are using it, and salt. Here's the salt. Salt, chocolate malt, flour. We've got various measuring cups. This is gonna go so well. And whisk it slowly until everything's combined. Then whisk more vigorously until the batter is very thick. A full 45 seconds. Okay.
This is how I stay in shape.
Okay, what are you... Oh, I need to get the whisk back out. It's a good thing I rinsed it, because I only have...
I need,
You have a whisk.
half a teaspoon?
Half a teaspoon is here.
The recipe calls for a full teaspoon of salt, but because you're using Morton salt specifically, it has to get halved because Diamond Crystal Kosher salt doesn't have as many salt molecules per grain as this one does because Morton packs their salt in a different way. Fun fact.
Fun fact, Morton does not skimp on the salt. Is that why when it rains it pours, or is that just like
maybe?
Okay, I've opened it a little, so you should...
Excellent.
You should be set up for success. Okay,
I'm trying to like prep this as best I can.
I think we need to go.
Easy.
I think we just need to go. We need to go for it.
Fuck it, alright.
You can do it. It's fine, we're not monetized yet. Okay, so add the flour, or what are you adding first? Not the flour?
We're gonna go flour first.
Okay, flour first. Do you want to just use that to scoop?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Okay.
It's 3/4 of a cup, right?
Okay, 3/4 of a cup, yes. Okay, so let's talk about gluten formation since we're talking about flour. So most baking is based on the use of flour, the powder form of grains, nuts, and beans. Wheat flour, which is what we're using today, and the most commonly used type of flour in baking, is composed largely of starch and protein, with very high levels of a class of protein known collectively as gluten. So gluten is a bunch of types of protein. When water is added to wheat flour, the gluten forms a heavy, pliable mass. So that's why when we mix this up, it's gonna become dough-like and not still liquidy. This expands greatly under hot temperatures and sets with the desired airy texture. So yeah, the flour is what makes it like thicker, which is why when your dough is too runny, you add flour, and why you sometimes have to add flour in slowly. Okay, you gotta start your 45 seconds.
No, I haven't added everything yet.
Alton Brown, Minika says she has always wanted to cosplay the Morton Salt Girl. I would love to see that. I recommend that. I actually have I have a pair of Morton Salt Girl socks. You just stuck that into that was, oh no, that was wet. I rinsed that and put it in the dishwasher, and you just stuck it in there. We might need new salt. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just destroying your life.
Okay. Does anybody have any fun baking stories to talk about while we mix in the dry ingredients? Because I legitimately thought I had too much science in this. Like, I was really worried that we'd be stopping for science, so I cut it. So you gotta mix for a full 45 seconds. You know, this is actually quite nice, and I feel like this would be even nicer if the AC was working.
Right.
And we weren't both just sweating.
Honestly, it's above 70 degrees. I'm actually feeling all of my limbs.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so next we're gonna fold in the chocolate. Should I break up the chocolate for us?
You're gonna want to chop it with a knife.
Okay, I'm gonna get a cut. Here, I'm gonna get a cutting board out.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you should do this with your own hands because knives are dangerous. Fun fact.
Yeah, I really don't want to slice one of our hands off.
Do you want to hear the story of how
it's 2.5 bars, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, the chopped is 6 ounces, not 5. So it'd be 2 whole bars, I think.
Yeah, 2 whole bars.
So do you want to hear the story about how last night I spontaneously started bleeding at a bar?
Yes, very much.
So I was out at a bar for my friend's birthday, right? And we were all drinking and having a good time, and my leg kept feeling wet, and I was like, oh, someone must have just spilled their drink on me or something, or somebody else spit a little too much. So I kept rubbing it on my legs because I was wearing shorts. And there was at one point where I was just like, wow, my leg keeps getting wet. What's going on? And I look down and I see my own blood on my hands. And I see a tiny little spot. It was almost like one of my pores just decided to bloodlet. It was just a little...
So your body was just leaking blood?
It was just leaking from one tiny little spot like this.
Does that happen?
Never before.
I didn't know that was a thing that could happen to humans. Are we sure 2 bars before I cut it up? Is it okay if I get it wrong?
Yeah, because that's more chocolate in the brownies.
Oh, okay. So it's just... I know that baking is chemistry, and I'm really worried about getting this wrong. Because, Nova's going to eat these, and she's going to judge me because she already thinks I'm a terrible baker because, she has eyes.
It's okay. Your arms really did a lot of the important work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I told her that I was going to have some help from my arms, and she was like, oh, no, does that mean what I think it means? And I was like, absolutely. And she's like, oh, God. And then she said, as long as you clean up after. Okay. How finely do I need to chop this?
How small do you want the pieces in the actual brownies? The solid pieces.
Oh God, you've asked me to make a decision, and this is why scripts take forever. It's because I never make decisions. I would say this is probably good. Like,
Yeah.
this is just gonna be like an avant-garde brownies. Okay. So folding it in, that means like mixing it slowly rather than whisking it in, right?
Yeah, because the whisking incorporates the air into the batter, so folding it in gently means that we don't want to knock out any of that air that we whisked in. Though there's not like tons of air. Like if this was a meringue, I'd be more concerned because it's more delicate with the egg proteins. But yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, this is
That's
good.
good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's fold in the oh shit. Next, we're gonna fold in the chocolate and bake, which means we're gonna have to use the oven for this part. Oh, you should use that. Yeah, okay. So we add the milk chocolate to the batter and fold in with a flexible spatula, that's what we've got, to distribute. Then we're gonna scrape the batter into the prepared pan, spreading in an even layer all the way to the corners.
That wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. Okay. Let's, how are we doing?
Okay. Maybe. I can't see much of what's going on in front of me, so I'm going based on feel.
Joe H mentioned, and he also sent me this in a message on Patreon. Patron Joe H got almost 1,500 views in an hour because he made a short where he made Debbie's birthday cake, and honestly, that's more views than we've ever gotten. Actually, no, that's not true. Fat Phobia got a bunch of views, as did like Even Stars Must Die. But we're shooting for 1.4K views on the edited version of this. It's gonna be great. Minika definitely got. She says you were stabbed by a poison umbrella. That's what happened.
Yep. Doesn't surprise me. I hang out with a bunch of criminals.
I have when Minika's mom was 5, or when Minika was 5, her mom set bacon on fire in a hotel room kitchen. Yeah, I wouldn't let her live that down either. That's hysterical. Like, she tried to cook bacon in a hotel room and set it on fire. That is really funny. How are you doing?
I'm trying my best.
My arms... Yeah, salt is cheap, you're right. Okay. I write in the script, Astra and Eris put brownies in oven without injuries.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Bold of you to assume there will be no injuries. When I bake, there's always at least one.
Whatever shall I do with the rest of this chocolate?
I know, right? I was talking to my roommate, the bear. Professor something bottom. Snugglebottom, I think?
I love that you know your roommate's name. Almost.
Almost.
You almost know your roommate's name.
Well, I almost know his full professional name.
I see.
His casual name, like his non-stage name.
I know you know his government name.
Yeah.
Yes. His real name is, of course, Professor Snugglebottoms.
Yes. So we were talking about how apparently I look miserable every time that I bake. Since I get so focused on it that I look like I'm just like stressed and about to cry and like having a bad time. And I'm like, no, I'm having a good time though. I'm just deeply invested.
Okay. Here, wait. Now you're cheating again.
Gosh. All right.
Okay. So, I'm going to scrape the batter into the prepared pan. We have to spread in an even Amazing. We spread in an even layer all the way to the corners. And now we have to put it in the oven about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, it is 6:04.
I'm gonna open the oven so then we can just put it in. Or do you want to not risk this?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, don't put it in first.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say do the whole thing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna open it up so then.
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's a good
not,
idea.
You know, the most difficult thing. All right, we've got a hot oven.
Okay.
This can only end poorly. This can only end poorly.
Okay. So let's make sure. Okay, they can see the oven. Great. The cameras. Okay. You ready? This is gonna go so poorly. So now all we have to do is put the brownies in the oven. Okay. I'm gonna squat. Okay. Ooh. Don't set my crotch on the thing. Okay. And back up.
Success!
No injuries! Nice one, Arms.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's just consciously uncouple there. Okay.
I'm sure that's a great clip for, the Patreon.
Okay, so now that the brownies are in the oven, and are you setting a timer for 25 to 30 minutes? We should check at 25. Let's talk about different leavening agents in baking and what they do. We're not going to leaven our brownies because they're brownies, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So why do in cake or bread we use baking soda, baking powder, or yeast? Well, leavening agents such as baking soda, baking powder, and yeast give baked dough its lightness. Let's just turn this sink on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be describing this while we clean. You know what? I'm just gonna put everything that was out here is just gonna go in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Leavening agents make things lighter. I'm sorry, I'm putting plastic on the bottom of the dishwasher. I know it's bad, but we are out of room.
Listen, I am an agent of chaos. We should probably put these either in the washer or...
Yeah, just toss them in the laundry.
Cool. Oh wait, we're gonna need them to take them out of the oven.
Yeah, just put them there then. This is good.
Thinking ahead. We're thinking ahead.
I only have one of those. Okay, so, Eris.
Yes.
If I don't have baking soda, can I just use baking powder?
No.
Why not? Well,
I don't actually know. I just know they're very different.
I do because I looked it up.
I did
So-
too at one point, and then I forgot immediately.
Baking soda's chemical formula, which I'll just put here in post for the edited video. Baking soda's chemical formula is 2NaHCO3. Baking powder, which is baking soda with an additional acidic salt, is NaHCO3. So it just doesn't have the two. There's one with a 2, one without a 2. But the key thing is that baking powder has an additional acidic salt. So baking soda produces carbon dioxide as well as water, H2O, and sodium, Na+, according to the following equation. We're just gonna put that up there in front of Eris's face. We're just gonna hurt you with numbers. Baking soda reacts with acids in the dough to make carbon dioxide, which helps the dough to rise. Baking powder, which is baking soda with an additional acidic salt, releases carbon dioxide twice during the baking process, once when it hits water, and again when it reaches a certain temperature in the oven. So, different... Oh dear. Slightly different. Heat helps baking powder produce tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide, and those tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide are what make a cake light and fluffy. So, just like soda. Which is why, people make soda bread, because it's kind of the same basic concept.
And it's yummy.
Okay. Yeast is a single-celled fungus that feeds on starch and sugars. Talk about yeast and bread.
When it farts.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it rise.
Yeah. When added to the dough, the yeast eats the dough and releases carbon dioxide bubbles, giving the dough a light, delicate texture. So yeah, rising bread is powered by yeast farts. That goes in that drawer.
Okay.
So, okay. Yes, Passover is over, so we can leaven the brownies. Yes, beaten eggs do a bit of leavening too.
That's why my challah did not rise.
Because you didn't add...
I didn't add 2 eggs. I was short 2 eggs because I thought I knew what I was doing, and lo and behold, I did not.
So you had just unrisen challah, which, you know what,
It was dense. It was dense honey tahini challah.
there we go.
But you know what? It was good. Though I'm no longer a hollow back girl.
Windex did not sponsor this video, but I feel like with that level of product placement, they should have.
Windex, sponsor us.
Please.
Somebody sponsor us.
I need to talk to you about that later, actually.
What? Have we been approached?
We'll talk about that later, but maybe. Hard maybe. Okay.
That's not a hard no.
So let's talk. Numbers. Yes, numbers are Eris's weakness.
I don't know what they
Oh,
are.
I have chocolate batter on my chin. Thank you. Can you get the chocolate batter off my? Can you show me? Wait.
Just eat it. Coward.
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, that was my immediate reaction.
Okay, so this is gonna need so much more Windex. There's just like I went over it so much.
I'm good hands.
What?
I'm good hands. I do
Yeah.
good arms.
Okay, let's talk about browning reactions. So sugar does much more than just sweetening a cake or bread or brownies. When the baking temperature reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit, sugar undergoes what is called a Maillard reaction. I think I mentioned that earlier. Maillard reactions are chemical reactions between amino acids, proteins, and reducing sugars. The result is browning, which forms the crust of many baked goods. If you see that like yummy brown sugary crust of like an apple pie in the store, that's a Maillard reaction. Now, a Maillard reaction is not the same as caramelization, but they both work together to create that like appetizing golden brown surfaces and an array of different flavors. Sugar also provides a direct food source for the yeast, which enhances the yeast's activity. So,
Typically, when it comes to yeast, if you have a recipe that says, hey, add the salt and the sugar, it should definitely be in the context of it like already being added to the flour as well, because salt will kill yeast. So you want to make sure that like either it's properly distributed or you're not putting salt into it right away. Mix it up first. Fun fact.
yeah. I love how like I know about science, but you know about baking. So like, I'm just like, what is browning sugar? Okay.
I do make a good caramel.
Okay.
Oh, I made the blackberry caramel tart for you last year.
Yeah, that was so good. Eris is actually very much a good cook. Question, are we gonna need these at all for the rest of the...
I mean, if you burn the brownies, we will.
I am going to leave them out. Can this go in the trash?
Yeah, I gave these once over.
Look at our kitchen. It's almost cleanish. We'll get the backsplash. Okay. So, I am now going to ask the chat for your favorite baking stories. We also can just chat about whatever, because
I can tell you about my most recent fave.
yes. Eris.
I actually developed the recipe. Sorry, I was.
Ooh, yes. Tell us about that.
Thrown away. For my friend's birthday, where I spontaneously started bleeding, I made dessert. I ended up using Claire Saffitz sweet tart dough recipe as a base, and then also I followed her pastry cream recipe because that was going to be like the base of it. But instead of doing like the traditional vanilla, I went for, I cooked down some raspberries, added that into the pastry cream along with lavender extract. I have been loving this lavender extract that I've acquired from a spice shop that's up near me. Oh yeah, since I've made a lemon meringue pie with lavender. You ate that, right? You had that pie.
Yeah, oh my god. Nova and I ate that pie. It was amazing.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's the same oil that I used in that. I ended up putting in the pastry cream. So it was like a lavender raspberry pastry cream, and then with mixed berries on top, and I even went all out and I did strawberry roses on top.
Also, pro tip, I actually cleaned that stove after turning the stove off.
I'm so proud of you. This is character development.
No, it was Nova who...
Oh, right.
Now, this egg white is going to be a super tasty snack, but first, I have to rip it up into little tiny bits.
All right, I think you can use cream of tartar and lemon juice to replace baking powder. That sounds correct. Cream of tartar is a thickening agent, kind of like flour. You want to use it when things are not necessarily, if they're too loose in the recipe. I don't know about lemon juice and tartar in the same thing in terms of the chemical reaction. I think the only time that I've put those two together have been in snickerdoodles, and they also had another icing agent.
Do you want to see a very cute thing?
Sure.
So you might wonder, why did I break this up before eating it? Well, it's because...
It's for Cece.
It's not for me. Cece, come here. Hey, boo. Oh, who's a good girl?
This is a safety video for Nova as well.
Yeah, this is mainly a PSA. Nova, stop setting yourself on fire. So now, she's just yelling from the other room. She's like, I didn't want to be in this stream, and now you're just making me the star, and I hate it.
We're just talking about you. You're not on camera.
Yeah, you're not going to watch the stream. Okay, so I have cleaned off all of the chocolate from the counter, and this egg white is fully cooled and broken up. So, hey Cece, sit. She's never been, sit. Good girl. Can you shake? Good girl. Up, up, up. Cece, up, up. Can you go up?
And you had issues with me getting egg on the counter in the kitchen when you have your dog on the counter?
She's been wet wiped. I'm gonna check and see if the camera's actually picking up. Oh yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Let's just, hey Cece,
do you have a toothpick or an ice pick?
A toothpick or an ice pick?
That's to test to make sure that the brownies are cooked all the way through.
No, but I have knives.
A knife will work.
Okay. What? Oh, we have forks too.
I think a knife will probably be better. But yeah, so in order to tell if a bake is fully done, what you want to do is you want to stick a toothpick in it. And if you want super chewy brownies, you underbake them a little bit, so like there's still a little bit of batter that comes out. Otherwise, fully cooked brownies are going to have a clean toothpick when they come out because there's no liquid for them to like attach themselves to.
I do like a slightly melty brownie, kind of like in the thumbnail for this. Oh, yeah. We're headless.
It's fine. Cece is more important.
Oh, Cece's way more important, but now you can see all of us. I think I got the framing.
Perfect.
Pretty good. Is there a timer on that?
Yes.
Okay, because it's been 15 minutes. I've just been watching the clock.
Okay.
Cece, eat your eggs. Yeah, there you go. She's shaking. She's never been on the counter before.
Oh, babe.
Yeah,
this is what it's
girl.
like to be tall.
Yeah, you're a good girl. Oh, I know why she hates it. She goes on the counter when we're giving her a bath.
Oh, so she's like, it's bath time.
Oh, it's not bath time. Cece, eat your eggs. Come here, egg. Yeah, eat your egg. She's like, I see you. I see you cleaning that pan. I know what that means. I know it's about time to clean the dog.
I didn't realize that was part of the baking process.
Oh, yeah, you gotta... I actually have a whole video that I let the patrons see, which was Nova and me giving Cece a bath. And
Oh, I remember that one.
did I send you that?
You sent it to me,
The
yeah.
just absolute chaotic mess that was our attempt to first... It was not the first time we bathed her, but it was the first time we had shaved her. And it did not go well. It, in fact, went so poorly that we had to take, like, 6 or 7 breaks. And I cut it down from, like, a 2-hour raw file to 10 minutes of, like,
You're
absolute...
such a good puppy. You're the only dog I like on this world.
Yeah. Also, we've been looking at just gowns for Cece.
Oh my god.
Because, you know, we had COVID. We had so much time. So you're going to need to work Cece in a ball gown into one of the scripts at some point.
I can do that. Easy.
Also, Cece will be starring in the upcoming Star Trek video as a Tribble. By starring, I mean she might have, like, one clip.
Amazing.
Because Tribbles are important. Marcia suggested that Tribbles be neutrinos, and I like that. I like that a lot.
We're just gonna have to talk about the spicy fan
Oh
fiction that we're
no!
gonna write.
Sasha Rich came in, and apparently we've been busted by OSHA. We've been violating food safety restrictions by having a dog on the counter eating off our plates.
Well, considering this isn't a commercial kitchen, we don't have to worry about OSHA.
Yeah. It's just us cooking for us. And I have given myself food poisoning like once every 6 months for the past 10 years. So, yes, we're violating OSHA. It's real bad.
Twice a year.
I don't intend to. Yes, you're good, puppy. Aw. I think she liked it.
Oh, good.
Oh, there's one more piece. Yeah, you like it? Oh, Minika likes her little ears.
She is good.
How can you eat with the terror of a bath on your mind? Truly, she hates baths. She never, like, screams or, like, yells about it, but she will struggle a little, and she'll give us this little look like, how dare you? I rolled around in mud for hours. I worked hard on being this dirty, and you would take that away from me? But when she's done, she smells like lavender and is very cute. Okay.
Keep your secrets.
Oh my god, Borg Tribbles would be kind of terrifying.
I think I saw that on one of the science Facebook groups that you
That's Nick.
turned me on to.
Yeah.
The science and math one, not the... I don't think the shitposting one did that.
Yeah, I've kind of been obsessed with Star Trek Facebook groups lately. I should probably re-Windex this now that Cece's been on it. See, look, OSHA. Take that.
Yeah, there's no food products being consumed. I didn't realize that some of our viewers were narcs.
Yeah.
I mean that in the most loving way.
Yeah, we love our narc viewers. Some of y'all are narcs, and we love you. I mean, that was, I wanted to serve ice cream at the wedding, and the caterer was like, okay, yeah, but it's a winter wedding, and not everyone's gonna want to eat ice cream in the winter. And I said, what kind of monster doesn't want to eat ice cream every day?
Oh my god, yeah.
And they were like, but shouldn't monsters have a good time at your wedding? And I'm like, that is fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I want
But
everyone...
they did run out of the coffee ice cream.
They ran out... See? It's okay. We did not order enough coffee ice cream. We went with their recommendation, but we did not express to them just how much our family does in fact like ice cream. Okay. Let's...
We got about 7 minutes left.
Okay.
Before we need to check.
Borg Tribble. Puritan. I hear the scientists from your last broadcast are healing from their grievous injuries. Yes. This time, that's the particle beam one. Oh! Sasha's probably talking about our fist fighting scientists video.
Oh, gotcha. Since I was like, the last one you had COVID, like, The last live stream that we did?
Yeah, no, but the one
Before
a
that.
few times before.
Where I physically threatened several scientists that
Yeah.
were both dead and alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely won against a few corpses. You lost against a few corpses, too.
The only corpse I lost against was Marie Curie. Like, live ones probably lost to all of them, but Marie Curie's corpse is the only corpse that could kill me.
Yeah. Marie Curie's corpse could kill us all.
I'm immortal until proven otherwise, so...
Okay. Did Dr. Brown file the restraining order yet?
He doesn't know my real name, so...
This is true.
Good luck.
This is why we use fake names. And we don't think Dr. Michael Brown stayed to the credits of any of our videos.
Also, like, the only identifier now is our old videos where my last name is shown. That's the only legal identifier they have for me.
Oh yeah, because you changed your name in the credits, so...
Yep.
You have to change your name. You haven't changed your name legally yet. You need to get on that.
I know. Focusing on the move first.
Yeah.
Since that is next weekend.
You gotta move apartments, then move identities.
Exactly. And I also want to pay off my credit card before I change my name, just so that I don't have anyone being like, listen, pay your debts. I'll be like, they're paid. Give me my new name.
You think they're gonna prevent you from getting a new name because they're gonna think you're committing credit card fraud?
Potentially. I do have to announce it legally in the paper, so I think I should be fine, but like...
You have to announce your name change in the paper?
Yeah, so then if you have open credit cards, if you have warrants out for your arrest, if you have anything like that on file, so then other people know that you changed your name.
Who reads the paper?
No one. It's a formality.
Okay.
So I'm sure if they like searched in the newspaper, like my name, they would have the new name too.
I mean, all of those scientists who are trying to get restraining orders against you will need to know that you've changed your name.
Not if they don't read the newspaper. That's local. It's not even national.
Minika said, did you make any actionable threats?
No, we made it very clear that this was all in good fun, except for Dr. Michael Brown. But that was a genuine offer to fight. And not like I'm gonna find you and make you fight me. It was a genuine invitation of, hey.
Yeah, it's just like throwing down the gauntlet, and if Dr. Michael Brown would like to pick it up, we will like do the organization, but we're not gonna go out of our way to fight Michael Brown, or Dr. Michael Brown. That just seems like a lot of effort.
Also, like, I don't think he would ever pick up that glove because I'm
5'5"
and tiny, and probably knocking out a tiny woman is not a good look for him. So
I thought you were gonna train and you were gonna win.
Well, if he loses, that's saying a lot because I am small and like don't know how to fight properly, but I will eventually. But yeah, if he wins, he still looks like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because of the patriarchy.
You've really got it figured out.
I've been learning from you how to manipulate the patriarchy into benefiting.
Oh yeah. Fun fact, my Muggle name is actually gender neutral. Astra is a very feminine name, but my legal name, my government name, is gender neutral. So at work, I just don't put my pronouns in my email signature. So I get called Mr., my legal first name. And oh my God, it's amazing. Everything goes so much smoother than when I had my pronouns in there because they all just think like, oh, you're Kurt over email? That's normal for men. Oh, this idea you proposed? Unorthodox, but sure, it'll probably work. Like, oh, you're not at my beck and call and like extra courteous and there are no emojis and everything and you're not like adding a bunch of like qualifiers? That's fine. We trust you to be competent. And I've got to say it has made my productivity a lot better.
Speaking as someone with like a traditionally male name, like not even gender neutral, I don't know why I haven't been doing this for so much longer. I have my pronouns in mine, but I did get called Mr. a few times, which is fine. As long as they value my ideas. Which they don't currently.
Yeah. It's like a fun little, as much as I am a woman and identify very much as a woman, it is fun to cosplay as having privilege. You gotta love it.
We're just cosplaying straight white men. How horrifying.
Bad Astra is funded in part by nefarious organizations like you. Yes. If you want to be a nefarious organization funding this nonsense, we would love it if you checked out our Patreon. You can get all kinds of bonus content. For our edited videos, we put all the bloopers up on Patreon. For some of our levels, we have a blog. It's a video podcast. We record our tech meetings over Zoom.
And
you get
to
see
our
those.
patrons for the past couple of months, sorry those have not been up. Life has been crazy.
But work in progress, script teasers, announcements of editing process, a stupid amount of like cat and dog videos. There are just extra of those. And you get to vote, our patrons voted on today's thumbnail.
Thank you for using the one with a glass of alcohol in my hands and the very scared look, because I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Despite being not drunk.
Speaking of which, do you want wine now that we have,
Sure.
we are still going to need to use the oven?
Yeah.
But, I think we could have wine.
Yeah. We just won't have it by the open oven, because otherwise fire.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like we should test. Oh, we gotta test the brownies.
Stop. Shut up. Thank you.
Okay. You ready to test the brownies? Here.
Oh, this is a bad
Here. Let's
idea.
test.
This is a bad idea. This is such a bad idea.
I agree, but we've got to commit to the bet. Our patrons pay good money.
I just want to make sure I don't set any part of you on fire.
Please don't stab me with the fork. Okay. Are we ready? We're gonna test the brownies.
Sorry.
About to fight Dr. Michael Brown with a fork. Okay.
It's my weapon of choice.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. Ow. Okay, we've opened the oven.
Alright.
Pull one of the shelves out. Or pull that out, I guess.
Oh, that's
No,
not set.
it's not close to set. Okay.
Shut up! Okay.
Okay, so the brownies are definitely not ready. Yeah, it's pretty much Mr. Astra at work. Yes, owning the... Yes, everybody join Joe H. and Robert Williams in the comment section of our posts. It is really good to have patrons in the chat. Joe, Robert, and Marcia, thank you all so much for supporting this absolute nonsense. Do my arms want to thank anybody? We want to thank you very much for patronizing Bad Astra. For those of you who cannot at this time afford to patronize Bad Astra or just don't want to, the point of this is to offer free science and educational content. I guess this falls under that. We talked about the science of baking. Okay.
Shut up, please.
And we thought
Why?
we're gonna fight the oven before we fight Dr. Mike Brown. Yes, Joe, safety is not first. Sasha compared us to Whose Line. Thank you. Everyone on that show is so talented, and I grew up loving it. So thank
It's a lot
you.
of fun.
Yeah.
Alright. Gotta hydrate.
Yeah, we gotta hydrate or dehydrate.
I was out drinking
champagne?
last night. Yeah, sure.
We're gonna celebrate not being
Not injuring ourselves.
Yeah, not being injured yet.
Yeah.
We still have to do the hardest. We still have to do this. We still have to do the scariest part, which is taking the brownies out of the oven.
Yes. I don't know how to turn that off.
I think you just took the timer off that, don't you?
I did. And there's a timer going right now. I don't know what it's the bake time timer, so I don't know how that one needs to Oh, I figured it out. But
You don't do the oven off.
yeah, I did that. Don't
Is
worry.
there a way to open the champagne safely?
Yeah.
Ooh, do my arms want to open the champagne?
No.
No.
I don't even know how to open champagne.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. nervous, ready to assist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been not watching until now. Now I'm watching. Maybe I should go back.
And now you're very stressed.
Yeah.
Ooh, Arms, could you pour 3 glasses of champagne?
I'm gonna give it the good old-fashioned try. You might not want to watch this, Nova.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
How much champagne do you put in?
Just like half the flute.
Oh, please just do it in a wine glass because they're bigger.
We have champagne flutes for this purpose.
Okay, I just don't trust you to not spill it.
I believe in my
It's fine.
arms.
It's
Do you
very
believe in
narrow,
my
okay.
arms? Yeah, I can do this. My arms are strong. Okay. And dexterous. The question you should be asking, is there a way for Eris to open the champagne safely? No, which is... That is a sad amount of champagne.
I want the bubbles to go down so then I know actually how much is in them.
Okay, tilt the yeah, okay, yep. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, that was better. Okay, fill the rest of this up. Okay. Yeah, that's slightly better. Are these at all even?
Kinda.
Yeah, that one leaves more.
I think it's a little bit more. Here we go.
Yeah, that's close enough. Okay.
I did
ooh.
manage to spill.
Here, Nova, would you like some champagne?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. Ooh, while we wait for the brownies to bake, I think it might be a good idea to drink some champagne.
Close your eyes again, Nova.
Okay, that one, sure. So toast. Oh, here.
Some double
A
fist.
toast to whatever this baking live stream was. I didn't get it.
How is it?
That is actually very good champagne. Here,
I will lend you. Thank you.
cheers. Would you like me to help you drink?
It's only fair. It's only fair.
Okay. The tables have turned. You're a lot taller. I don't
didn't
have to
realize
squat
that.
for this.
I didn't realize how much taller I am than you.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you like some more?
Sure.
How was that?
That was much more successful than mine.
I feel like it worked better because I am so much shorter than you that I didn't have to squat.
Yeah, I forget that you're shorter than me constantly.
You're so much taller than me.
It's like 2 inches.
Yeah, that's a lot when trying to be someone else's arms.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. I take back my Whose Line reference. This is too clean.
I'm trying to keep us on the path to monetization. Otherwise, I do normally curse like a sailor, and the patrons see that.
Yeah, we are very much trying to get monetized. By the way, thank you to everyone who is showing up to the stream, helping us get those watch hours. We are currently, we have all the subscribers we need, but we are very, very behind on watch hours. Just because we don't have the time to put out a ton of content. So, if you would like to help us get monetized, but don't want to contribute to our Patreon for any reason at all, either it's not financially feasible for you right now, or you just don't want to, no judgment.
Or you don't like us. That's very fair, too.
Honestly, I would understand. You could think, why would anyone fund this? That's a terrible idea.
And it is.
Yeah,
You are correct.
But we love terrible ideas here. If you like terrible ideas too, join our Patreon. More importantly though, if you could definitely help us by watching our other videos, especially the things on the main content playlist. Those are the ones that Eris wrote. They are the ones we are definitely the most proud of. Tell your friends all about Bad Astra. We love new subscribers, new people in the chat. Those are definitely...
If you don't want to watch our faces that much, just put it on mute in the background and keep the tab open.
Oh yeah, have like 3 or 4 tabs open at once watching videos.
We have the playlist for all of the long form ones, so if you wanted 6 hours of, at least 6 hours.
Whatever this is, you can do that. Sasha has been doing her damnedest.
Yay.
She doesn't know why, but she's been scribbling our channel URL on every truck stop bathroom she can. Cheers to truck stop bathrooms.
I guess what's the message do you put with it?
I don't know, fun science videos. Unionize.
2 hot chicks and a science channel.
Joe just likes watching you get hammered, which really is like the vibe of all your videos.
It really is. Though I only ever have 1 drink during the filming. Like, I rarely open up another drink. The only one where I actually got sloshed was when I was doing the shots for the Manhattan Project.
Yeah. You said the word for explosive device a lot.
I did.
Speaking of which, bomb.
Oh.
Sasha, we in fact do have 10-hour mixes. You can look in our playlist for our channel, just set a playlist going, and I'll keep you company with what has been described as my shrill and annoying voice.
Really?
Yeah. I had the nickname Chipmunk in high school. There are still people I know who, whenever they see me, call me Chippy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It was a term of endearment, I told myself.
I mean, I got told frequently that I had too low of a voice. And here I am, a first soprano.
Ooh, our next video title for the algorithm should be Hot Redhead Science Action, You Won't Believe What Happens Next.
Can we make that the title for the, like, supercut of this stream, like the stream highlights? Two hot redheads doing domestic things. You'll never believe what happens. Winky face.
We have to put that it's Claire Saffitz's recipe, so we get the baking views too.
The bakers are just like, is this gonna turn into something else? Oh no, this is just chaos.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna turn out well. But
Alright. Let's check it.
Okay. I have assumed the position. Okay, let's go. We can do this. Okay, okay, it's open. Just push it down with the oven. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna,
oh my god, this is so bad. This is...
Okay, it's set, which is good. Stab it, maybe?
We're gonna close that first.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Nope.
Yeah, that needs more.
Is it?
It's hot. Be careful.
Okay. That's actually quite good. Okay.
Okay.
Let's put it back in the oven.
Oh my god.
We can do this. I'm squatting.
Yeah.
Oh, I really don't want to burn off my pants.
I don't want you to either.
Shut up, oven.
It's like, you opened me. Oh god.
Oh god. Okay, I didn't fall. We're good.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just holding. The lengths I will go to be hugged. Which one of these is yours?
The one by the sink.
Would you like some more?
Sure.
I feel like we're gonna just progress it. We're gonna keep having to open this oven.
And it's gonna keep getting more and more dangerous. See, that's what I didn't want happening when I was born.
It's fine. It's very fine. Oh, Sasha is our emergency contact, apparently. I'm so glad there's a video of this. I don't want to have to worry about explaining to the emergency room nurses what happened.
They just get the full playback and they're like, Yeah, of course you would. Yeah. What? Why did you think this was a good... You were drinking too?
We're just gonna call 911 and just have them on speaker for when things go wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh. A lot of Claire videos are also chaos to be... Okay, yeah. So this fits in this Claire Saffitz videos.
Oh yeah, Claire is very similar to how I bake, where like I look like I'm panicking, kind of miserable the entire time, and like I definitely have a few crises.
So that's
but it turns
relatable.
out good.
Yeah. Okay, less relatable.
Yeah. My bakes typically turn out pretty well. So.
I made cookies one time with supervision.
How'd that go?
There was a lot of supervision, and it went okay. They were edible, and gooey, and yummy.
Oh, do you want to hear of a fun prank that I accidentally
Yes.
played? So I was in college, and I was making snickerdoodles for the cast, because I like baking for people.
Yep.
And this was when I was in Tartar. So however, I mistook the sugar and the salt for the coating on the outside of the snickerdoodles. I only had one batch end up this way because I caught it afterwards.
You replace salt with you
So it
replace
was
sugar
cinnamon
with
salt on the outside of the cookie. Not on the inside, just the outside coating.
Oh no.
And so I made a batch of those, and I was like, what do we do? And like, do we throw them out? And then I think it was Meg who looked at me and was like, no. We bring this in for the cast. And I went, oh, fuck. So we went around
Who did you
with
say
these
they were from? Who did you say they were from?
I told everyone.
They
knew I was baking snickerdoodles, so
Oh,
I had like the
no.
big thing of them, and I was like, here's another like thing of snickerdoodles. I think all of them were, or at least part of the batch was vegan and gluten free. For the AD who had celiacs, or I think still does have celiacs.
I didn't realize celiac was temporary.
Right?
You're talking about the AD in the past tense, and like either he died or was cured. I'm not sure.
They're still alive. I've worked with
Excellent.
them since. But so they were dating my friend Ryan at the time, and Ryan was he caused a lot of chaos in rehearsals and all that stuff. So the AD was like, let's give them to Ryan next, and everyone thought they were disgusting and like horrifying and hated them. And then Ryan eats them, and he goes, "Oh, these are really good." And I was like, "Did we give him the sugar ones, or did we give him the salt ones?" And he's
Or
like,
is
"No,
he just being polite?
no." And I was like, "Wait, you really like them?" And he's like, "Yeah, like this. It's salty and sweet and like." And I was like,
You've invented
those
sweet and savory, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, he genuinely was like, oh no, these are actually really good. And, like, your mouth is full of salt. It dried instantly with everybody else, like, complete Sahara, no more saliva. And meanwhile, Ryan's just like, yeah, these are great, I'll take the rest of them.
Oh my god.
It was pretty fun.
That's hilarious. Oh, Ugly German Truths is here. Hello, Ugly German Truths. It's good to see you.
You missed most of the chaos, but don't worry, there's more.
There's playback. We still have to get the brownies out of the oven at least one more time.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, sounds like...
Hey, Cece.
Oh, hi. Oh, no. You can't get away from me.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do the rest of this with Cece on me, except the part where we open the oven.
Hey, Astra, can I have more champagne?
Yes. I'm gonna go give Nova some more champagne.
Okay, I'll see the chat. Somebody has to go to jail. Absolutely ugly German truth, and it's not going to be us. We are professional criminals. Minika says gluten-free prank. That's the next level. Yeah, I want to make sure that my pranks are inclusive and don't necessarily rely on dietary restrictions. Everyone deserves to be included, especially those with celiacs.
I want to clarify as a
right here is
legal
why.
disclaimer, it does not count as a prank to give someone with celiacs gluten. That counts as poisoning them.
Well, yeah.
And don't do it.
Yeah. Like, I'm
But
not going to...
make sure that your prank cookies with salt instead of sugar are gluten-free.
Yeah, they were gluten-free.
And you said vegan too, right?
Yeah. No,
Nice.
I think the regular snickerdoodle, they might have been the regular like full fat or whatever, but we didn't give them to the AD to taste as a result. Like they had their own separate batch.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, always
This
respect
right
people's
here,
food
this right here is why suburban bake sales are lit. I have not been to a suburban bake sale since high school, but I can confirm that in high school, the bake sales were lit. I always contributed with something store-bought because I cannot bake.
as we've learned. But yeah, I don't think I've been to any sort of suburban bake recently, or maybe even ever. I just like didn't go to them for whatever reason, but now that there are dispensaries, it could get really lit.
Okay,
Bill said he would
Cece,
help me
no
make butter.
champagne for you.
You're too young.
Yeah, Cece is 1.5, which is not quite legal drinking age, even in dog years. Baking. Hey, Katie's here! Everybody, you should check out Katie's channel. She wrote and performed the music under our Avatar video.
Oh, yay!
So, if the video that's like the 4 elements, that actually has a custom soundtrack to it, written and performed by Katie Shesko, who also is releasing them on their own as an EP. And her channel is full of really awesome videos of her arranging and performing all of these like fun, nerdy songs. Oh no, for flute and piccolo. My 2 favorites. Oh no. My 2 favorites are the Attack on Titan theme. I just really love the theme, and I think it works so well with the flute. Also, Katie's cosplay for it is awesome. And then Burn, Witcher, Burn from the new season of The Witcher. Her arrangement of it is lovely, and she dresses up as Yennefer. And I really like Yennefer. So, really? I mean, accurate, but I just feel like you roasted me.
You have a type.
Yeah, it is evil, powerful women.
That's why we're business partners. Because I'm an evil, powerful woman.
And why I married Nova. Okay. Let's go.
It's not.
Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Hot. Okay.
Can you close that? Or
Yeah, I'll use my foot.
alright.
This is safety. Okay. Let's.
Oh my god, it's still
How?
it's hot.
It is hot. It tastes really good though. Okay, let's put it back in the oven.
Oh my god.
What? How long are you? Was it 350 that it said?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I just grazed the oven and it hurt.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Okay, I'm doing squats. Don't burn the crotch. Don't burn the crotch. Okay.
I'm glad we're so close. And I guess,
There's no hole in my pants. We're good. More champagne.
Oh no.
Okay.
I am actually gonna double check the
Yes,
recipe.
Minika, if villain bad, why sexy? This is my question.
It's because they're queer coded. That's why everybody loves them.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. On the one hand, as a feminist, I see the idea of a woman who is confident and comfortable in her own sexuality always having to be the villain. I see that as a bad thing. We basically say a woman with a healthy sexuality must be evil. That's how all fairy tales are coded. That's how our media is coded. The pretty, confident woman is always the villain, and the pretty, insecure woman is always shut up.
I think I fucked up the timer again.
And so as a feminist, that upsets me, just from a what are we teaching our children. But as a woman who likes women, I really, really, really like the Pretty Evil Ladies. Like, on the one hand, this is damaging to our culture. On the other hand, step on me, Pretty Evil Lady, you know? It's a dichotomy, and, like, Yennefer Vangeberg and Regina Mills from Storybrooke, and wow, I think I just dated myself with the Once Upon a Time reference.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone else have their high school really shaped by Once Upon a Time?
Mine was shaped by Mean Girls. Like, even the teachers knew the right quotes. It was, but also it was a rich suburban white area. Please stop.
Yeah. See, Minika knows what I'm talking about. I don't know why, like, well, I know why being attracted to villains is a thing. It's because all villains have been queer-coded because of the Hays Code. Lindsay Ellis has talked about that. Rowan Ellis, no relation to Lindsay Ellis, but Rowan Ellis, also a YouTuber who I very much admire and look up to. She has an incredible video about queer-coded, just Disney everything. She does a lot of cool media criticism from a queer lens. She has awesome blue hair. Definitely recommend her.
So, we were not baking it at the correct temperature. We had it too hot for the glass pan.
It's too hot?
Yeah, so I reduced it to 325. So, I'm not gonna check it that often. But, so
wait, so we had it too hot and it's still not baking in time?
Yeah. Well, also, at least with ovens.
What did we mess up?
Nothing.
Oh.
This is what happens. Like, a lot of Claire's bakes, she gives the recommended time, and she, like, is pretty specific about it, but she always says, you know, go by the looks, don't go by, like, the amount of time. So that's why I'm gauging it this way, because the times aren't necessarily accurate for every single oven, because your oven can have cool spots or warm spots based on how the gas is being distributed and all the heat. So if you want to, like, optimize your bakes, what you have to do is you have to turn your oven on and basically have a thermometer in different sections, so then you can figure out which parts
No, that's way too complicated.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it. So I just, like, you know, I hope for the best. But glass.
What are your thoughts on convection ovens?
Convection ovens? I don't have super strong opinions. I need them to be disclosed.
What if
Well, there's always a mode that's convection or not convection.
What if I threaten the oven?
It might burn them. That's why I try to be polite.
It would be helpful, oven, if you didn't screw us.
It almost went through my nose.
I'm gonna put these away because I can only make so many philosophy tube jokes.
Oh my god.
That was awful.
It's so bad. Okay. Can I? This is the highest shelf I can reach in the entire apartment.
Also, I hope someone has already said this in the chat, but these are the most complicated, I can't swear, frickin' brownies
Yes.
I have ever encountered.
Oh yeah. She chose the recipe. Nova.
I don't do simple.
But Joe and Robert both pointed out that we could have just used brownies from a mix, and there are some good mixes out there.
Even short of a mix, you can do it from scratch.
I know.
Simply.
We have made brownies from scratch. Okay, so there's one time when Nova and I wanted dinner, but we had no food in the house, and we didn't really want dinner. We hadn't eaten all day. What we really wanted was baked goods.
As
And
every adult does.
I don't bake. But we had like some baking stuff from not even me baking, just visitors showing up wanting to bake and then leaving ingredients here, which is what's gonna happen after this bake. Like, we're gonna have a bunch of extra ingredients. So I went and like ransacked like all of our baking ingredients, and I was like, what can I make?
Also, the one time that you made my birthday cake,
Yes,
there were some leftover
that's true.
baking supplies in that.
I have made Nova's birthday cake in this kitchen once.
It was pretty impressive.
I have also made it in Oregon once. So those baking supplies stayed in Oregon, but basically I was ransacking for leftover baking ingredients, and I found a very simple brownie recipe that I could just eke out with a couple substitutions. And so we made brownies, and they were great. It was also, we could have just gone to Whole Foods to get dinner because we live above a grocery store. Specifically, we live above Whole Foods, which is great for the wallet. And it was 10 p.m., so Whole Foods was already closed. So we're just like I'm just drunkenly baking at like 10:30 at night because we haven't eaten all day.
Well, since you've had the batter for this, both as it's baking and outside of it baking, how would you compare this recipe to the one that you pulled off with the ingredients that you had?
I don't remember those brownies super well.
Do you remember them, Noah?
Yes. I mean, I haven't tasted these brownies, so I cannot compare. The brownies that we had were perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
I'd say
And I
as
baked
good as the
them.
standard set of brownies from a mix.
Yep.
But I'm not picky about brownies. They were good.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. So my partner Sam made cookies for a birthday party that we were going to at his friend that I'm stealing, Liz. And so he made these brown maple cookies or something like that. Brown sugar bites, I think. And it was a very simple recipe. It was like flour, eggs, and brown sugar.
Nice.
That was it. And so I ate them, and he was like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Do you want me to like tell you what I think?" They're good. They're not offensive. And he was like, "What do you mean non-offensive?" I'm like, "They're not the most complex flavor profile. Like, I already have thought of 5 different ways to improve this recipe and actually punch some flavor. This is literally a glorified sugar cookie. And there's not even enough butter to say that."
Alright, so Minika says that Step on Me blank science is her jam. May I recommend our nuclear physics video and our vaccines video, in which I play a dominatrix explaining nuclear physics or vaccines to a housewife who I also play.
Recently divorced, really focused on her son and her new puppy, right?
Yeah, or her son is the new puppy.
Right.
Or no, her daughter, Cece.
Yeah.
Because it's Cece plays the
she
new
has
puppy.
I think canonically speaking, Sharon has one child, and that's son.
Yeah, but I don't think the son is super in the picture because Sharon's kind of an absent parent.
That might have been, it might have just been referenced.
Cece can't play the son? She has range.
You know, the son might be making an appearance. If we bring back Astra the Dominatrix and Sharon Noble for another video, which we might, they're some of our favorite characters, Cece might come in and play also the son.
Oh my god.
Cece played both in that video Sharon's new puppy and Astra's emotional support puppy for COVID reasons.
Was it the M-splaining humans one that we did, the collab?
Yes.
Where we referenced the sun? I think that was the only place canonically we
Yeah.
did this.
Oh, also, we have a video with M-splaining humans, another science YouTuber. One video on our channel, one video on her channel, where M-splaining humans canonically is Sharon's neighbor. And M-splaining humans explains why Sharon's conspiracy theories about the vaccines are wrong. And Cece is featured heavily in Sharon's little baby Bjorn, which I did not buy for the video. I had a little baby Bjorn for Cece because...
So, I have a question. I'm being the chat, just
Okay,
my own opinion.
I do have to... Can I answer the chat and then you come in?
Okay, I had a question. Sure.
Minika says that Mean Girls was also huge in her high school. Okay. Oh, Sasha has to head out. Bye, Sasha. But is leaving the stream open like a good subscriber.
I guess.
We love our subs.
Subs in the sense of like just the dominatrix conversation.
Oh,
we were
Emily's
having.
here.
Emily?
Yeah, Emily Chambers from Savvy's stream.
Oh,
Hi,
hi.
Emily. It's good to see you. You will very much enjoy when we try to get the brownies out of the oven. We're using our patented Astra safety arms technique.
And it's really not safe for
It's
you.
really unsafe. I did burn my crotch earlier.
So sorry.
It's
Do I need to like have one of the mitts just to protect you?
Yes. Yeah, and we highly recommend the replay. However, if you don't want to watch the entire replay stream, I am going to be cutting this up in my editing software, which works now because I have a new laptop.
Woo!
It's not going to crash every 5 minutes. So I'll be editing this stream down and putting it up as one of our main videos. It's going to be awesome. Do we want to check on the brownies again?
Well, Nova, do you have a question?
Yeah, Nova, what was your question?
Yes. So this is for Eris specifically.
Hello.
Yes. So the brownies that I'm comparing this to were kind of slapdash but very chocolatey. So what notes should I be getting out of these brownies that are different, given that it's not a complex flavor profile? It is.
No.
Oh God.
How was I able to successfully avoid doing that when I just was pouring as your hands?
Because you were sober.
So yeah, in terms of these brownies, if the oven would like to shut up.
Should we repeat the question so that the
Yeah.
subscriber or the
So,
viewers can
the
hear
question is, what notes are you going to expect in these brownies? And at least for Claire's Malted Forever brownies, you will get more of a malt flavor in the chocolate, so like almost like eating a very like fudgy malty sort of like situation. That's probably it. And then if you used cocoa powder in the brownies and not melted chocolate, you're also going to get a more diluted flavor of the chocolate itself. So because it combines the cocoa powder as well as the melted chocolate, it's going to add more body and richness to the brownies themselves.
So it's going to improve the mouthfeel is what you're saying.
Yeah, mouthfeel and also mouth taste.
Mmm.
More chocolate. We
More
also need to get this out of
chocolatey.
the oven.
Oh, okay.
Assume the position.
Assume the position! God, I feel like Julia Child. Okay.
I assure you, Julia Child did not do it like this.
What did tempering the chocolate accomplish?
Oh, it
There
looks...
was no tempering.
Okay.
What was the double boiler about?
Squat. That was okay. Melting the chocolate. Okay. All right.
Yep.
And why no microwave?
Microwave.
Hey! It looks solid. I think we can be done.
Yeah, I think this is enough to.
Hot. I always forget.
It's right out of the oven.
I always forget that it's going to be hot. Okay.
But yeah, these look like they're gonna set really fudgy and chewy.
Okay.
Yum.
Okay. So I think we're ready for step 8. We should probably turn the oven off.
Yep, on it.
Do we wanna show off the brownies?
Sure. There we go. Got
Here.
it.
Let's.
Oh my God. Who let us drink and do this?
Okay. So, as you can see, it looks very pretty. That hole in the center is from multiple stab wounds.
You gotta make sure that your brownies are fully dead before they come out of the oven.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna try to run.
They ran into our knife 10 times.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
They only had themselves to blame.
Okay, so step 8 of the recipe. Cool, chill, and cut. Allow the brownies to cool in the pan until they are no longer hot, about 1 hour. No.
Honestly, that's the one piece of this recipe that I'm like, Claire, what are you doing? Everyone likes fresh, warm
Then
brownies.
refrigerate until the bottom of the pan feels cold. About an hour. She wants us to wait 2 hours and put these things in the refrigerator. No, Claire, no. Apparently it gives it a chewier texture. No, I want warm brownies, and more importantly, I want them now. We streamed this during dinner. I haven't had dinner. I'm getting a little hangry.
And also,
And my champagne is in the sink. So,
yeah, let's.
I think we're gonna have the brownies now.
Once they cool down enough to where we can actually cut them. So, like, give it a cool 15 minutes.
Okay, a cool 15 minutes, got it. As opposed to like an awkward 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just you know, there's a level of like performance anxiety that like the bakes
brownies
get.
get. I'm gonna leave the cool 15 minutes to you because I'm me, and just kind of an awkward individual. I'm gonna toss these in the laundry.
Oh yeah, we don't need those anymore.
But first, we should probably say goodbye to the chat. Oh hey, Sasha's back.
Welcome back.
Yay! We want to thank you all so much for tuning into. I guess we can safely call this a live. We can safely call this a live stream.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish off the champagne.
Cool.
That's it. A toast to all of you. Thank you for coming. Please check out our Patreon. Even if you don't join, just like comment on stuff. We love to see people. We're gonna make some more public posts just to keep you all in the loop. And check out the other videos we mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, smash that like button and subscribe and all the good stuff. I'm so bad at engagement.
That's fine. Most importantly, just throw on one of the playlists muted in the background of what you're doing so we can get those sweet watch hours.
Sweet watch hours.
Almost monetized. We're almost there.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, chat.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.